Now let's have a look through the phonemic chart. So we're going to start at the top of the chart where you should be able to see on the left hand corner a picture of a sheep. So you can see you've got the two dots here, so this is a long sound. So remember with your students, put your fingers together and pull them out as if you're stretching chewing gum. Sheep. So it's the E sound. Next to it we've got ship, and this is a short sound. So clapping or tapping is a good way to indicate a short sound. So we've got E and I. The next sound, the example word we have is bush. So it's the U sound. Next to it we've got boot, and again we've got two dots here, so it makes a long sound, boot. So E, I, U, U. Underneath sheep we've got E, so bed, egg. Next to E we've got the only sound, the only phoneme in the phonemic script with a name, schwa. So banana. And as you can see, each word that's underlined represents the sound in the box. And we can see that with banana, there are two schwa sounds in that word, banana. The next one is so again it's a long sound, girl, bird. Next to that we've got or, so horse, floor. On the third line down we've got a, so a very open mouth, an, man. Next to that we've got the word cup, a. Next to that we've got ah, car, arm. And the last one within the vowel sounds is oh, clock, got. So let's just run through those vowel sounds again. E, I, U, U, E, O, A, O. So on the right hand side, opposite the vowel sounds, we have the diphthongs, and the diphthongs are two vowel sounds together. The first vowel sound is stressed much more than the second one, and there's a glide from the first sound to the second sound. So let's have a look through. The first one, the word we have is dear, ear. The next one is a, as in 8. The next one is ua, as in tua. Now this very much depends on regional accents. If you're like myself from the Midlands, I would use the sound or, which is equivalent to the horse sound, rather than ua. But again, it depends on regional accents. If you replace tua and say tour, it might be worth crossing this out when you're using it with your students. Next to tour, we have boy. So this is the oi sound. Then we have nose, which is the O sound. Then we have air, as in chair. I, as in night. And imagine someone jumping on your foot, you would say ow, as in house. So let's just run through the diphthongs again. Ear, a, ua, or, oi, o, air, I, ow. So underneath in the third section we have the consonants. Now the consonants are generally the easiest ones because many of them look the same as they do in the English alphabet, which makes it less scary for students and new teachers who are also learning the phonemic script. So we'll look at the sounds that are slightly different. So the first 4 sounds, very similar to what's in the alphabet, no problems there at all. So the 5th sound in is the ch sound, where you can see a picture of the church. So church, chew, children. Next to that we have the j sound, and there's a picture of the jug. On the second line, the 2 important sounds to focus on here are the 3rd and 4th sounds in, thumb and weather. Both of these sounds represent TH. The first one, thumb, is unvoiced, and the second one, weather, is voiced. So many students will have great problems with these two sounds because they don't have them in their language, and also looking at the difference between voiced and voiceless. So these are two sounds that you will probably spend quite a lot of time on. Moving along, you should be able to see the picture of a shoe, and this is the sh sound. Shower, shoe. On the bottom line, the third one in is the sound. So ring, bring. And the rest of the consonants are quite straightforward, matching the letters in the alphabet. So a good thing to do with the English phonemic chart is focus on the differences between short sounds and long sounds. And there's different games, dictation games you can use to do this. Phonemes, focus on all the phonemes, give students different words and get them to match up the correct word with the correct phoneme. Definitely spend some time looking on the th sounds and the difference between it being voiced and voiceless. And again, as stated throughout the course, always take into account the nationality of your learner. Each nationality will have different problems with different sounds depending on their own language. So always go back to their nationality and think about L1 interference.